new look, new habits. If I was drinking before, I don't want to drink again. If I was smoking, I don't want to be a smoker in the new year and all of that. You see a lot of people that have not gone to churches. 31st night, they don't miss it. Crossover night, you see that all the churches are filled up. After the 31st night, most people go back to their old ways. But I hope you had the best of the holiday, enjoying most of it and gaining the charge for the new year. And I guess you've also come into the new year with a hunger, really, to do more for yourselves, to get things done, and to achieve greater feats. That is, if the previous year had really challenged your previous goals, and perhaps you have decided to intentionally set up this year with achievable goals, stepping into new horizons. The word there is intentional. You've got to be intentional, especially that we saw a challenged economy in the year 2022. But remember, in all being said, learning is really inevitable. For the fact that you're living, you've got to be learning, you've got to relearn, you've got to learn off some old uh, habits. John Maxwell once shared the three dimensions of expectations. He said the expectations of ourselves, then of that we have of others, and others have of us. But again, if aren't having any expectations yet, it's really not too late as we've just begun the year. So, in other words, you must have started the year early enough with decisions on how you want it to go, considering your plans. You may have plans for yourselves, you may also have plans even for your children, have plans for your family, have plans for your finances. You've got to be very intentional about that. Despite what the economy is saying, I must say that because you've got to also be ahead of it. You don't let things happen to you. You don't let circumstances happen to you. Sometimes there are circumstances beyond your control, but there are also things you are in control of. For instance, like your finances, if you're a salary earner, you can actually be intentional about that. You've got to execute a project, you've also got to achieve, you've got to encounter some of your plans this year, be it an idea, be it a project, or whatever form that's innately created. I am sure that the question on majority of the minds of the average Nigerian, or that is coming to your mind right now, is what is the need to have expectations? Can I possibly achieve my goals or my plans for this year? And of course, the answer to these questions are yes. You've got to begin with a positive mindset of yes. Some of you that are listening to me now, be like, okay, why is Nancy starting on this premise? Usually, for those of you that watch me on our sister station, AIT Moneyline with Nancy on AIT, every Monday to Friday, I'm starting on this premise because I I know the power of a positive mindset. So you've got to look at your dreams, you've got to look at those ideas with a positive mindset of a yes mindset that I can achieve those things, and you make plans to achieve them, especially around your finances and your health too. So financial wellness and also physical wellness. So let's start creating some expectations regardless of what the year brings forth. The responsibility for you now is to create those expectations and work at those expectations. So on today's show, I'll be taking some of your calls, and I would like to hear from you what your expectations are, especially even around financial wellness. Yeah, so you can call me and speak about what your expectations are. What are your savings goals, for example, this year? What are your investment goals, for example, this year? Have you thought about that? Did you save enough last year? What you saved, what did you use those savings for? Or did you save all through the year from January to December, and once it was Christmas time, you spent all your savings and you're back to square one in January? What are your investment goals? Did you save enough to turn those savings to investment? So I'd like to hear from you, and perhaps if you know, need my help, to put you on the right path, that is what today's show is all about. We will be taking a break shortly, and when we return, you can call the number 0818 4270287 or 0818 4270265 to interact with me here in Abuja. And just to say that this program is coming to you live from Abuja Studios with our 100.5 still Moneyline on radio with me, Nancy, Nnaji. Let's quickly take a break. We'll be right back.
Ways to save, invest, and earn more money? Do you want to know what financial regulators are saying and how their policies affect you? Then join Moneyline on radio Tuesdays and Thursdays from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. on Raypower 100.5 FM. Moneyline on radio.
So, Prof, do you still have?
Financially savvy.
Yes, we should.